strangest places people actually lived. Hovercraft. Appropriately built in 1984, the Hovercraft House is located in New Mexico and designed by Bart Prince. The house served as both his residence and studio. The bedroom is located on the end with the large windows, and the basement of the house goes deep underground, meaning it's not a real hovercraft. Hobbit House. Built by Simon Dale, the Hobbit House was built in Wales and meant to emulate a real hobbit hole found in J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. The house was built with nature in mind and meant to give back to the environment. Dale and his family weren't able to live in the house permanently, but his website includes site plans, should you want to build your very own Hobbit house. Shoe House. There is an alarmingly high amount of shoe houses all over the world. They were likely constructed by those who were inspired by the classic nursery rhyme, but then took it a step further and wondered if there was any truth to it. The Haynes Shoe House in Hallam, Pennsylvania was originally built as a form of advertisement, but then the rooms in the 5-story shoe house were rented out to couples. Missile Silo. If you have the connections and enough money, the United States government would be willing to sell you an old missile silo. The old silos are apparently very reasonably priced, but it will probably take a few $100,000 or even a few million to refurbish the silos so that they're not only ready to attack Russia, but also make them inhabitable for people to live in. Underground Tunnel. In 2013, while investigating a grain mill theft, police discovered vast underground tunnels that appeared to be inhabited by the homeless. Ventilated with PVC pipes, one area with a pile of diapers, a room with beds and candles, it appears that the tunnels were home to several people. Entrances were covered by bushes and debris, and the tunnels went underground as much as 20 to 25 feet. Mall. For 4 years, Michael Townsend and his artist friends lived in a self-made studio apartment in the cinder blocks of a Rhode Island shopping mall. They managed to sneak in 2 tons of construction material to build a fully furnished studio apartment. The mall bathrooms were still used, though. Eventually, Townsend and his friends were caught when they were greeted by security guards in the apartment. House of Stone. In the Fofa Mountains of northern Portugal, the Casa do Penedo was built in 1974 by an engineer and sits in between 4 large boulders. Because of how remote it is, the house is victim to vandalism on a regular basis, as well as unexpected visits from tourists who don't even realize that the stone house is inhabited. Cave. In 2004, a man named Roy Michael Moore was evicted from his cave home at the Los Alamos National Laboratory. He wasn't just living in a cave. He had a wood-burning stove, used electricity powered by his car batteries and solar panels, a bed, a glass front door. What gave Moore away? A park employee saw smoke coming from a heavily wooded area and called the fire department. School bus. In 2012, the world was shocked when the story broke of 2 children ages 11 and 5 who were living in an abandoned school bus in a trash-filled lot. The bus had a bathroom, electricity, running water, and an air conditioner. Located in Houston, the children's parents were in prison for embezzling money from Hurricane Ike victims, and their aunt, who was their caretaker, was working 12-hour shifts and unable to take care of the children. The children were removed from the bus and taken in by the state. Once the parents were released, they got their children back. Closet. A man in Fukuoka, Japan was shocked to discover that a 58-year-old woman named Tetsuka Horikawa was living in his storage closet for over a year and even took showers while he was out. She told police that she had no other place to go, and after the man left his apartment unlocked one day, she moved in. The man had noticed that his food was disappearing and things were being moved. He eventually set up a surveillance camera and caught photos of the intruder. Tetsuka ended up being charged with trespassing. Would you like to live in any of these houses? Let us know in the comments below. And take a look at our other videos. Thanks for watching.